camp, the smell of memories and campfires and prepubescent hormones, and that's what I'm here to talk about today. Hello everybody, it's Nikki and I am here to tell you some stories. So basically, since not all of my clumsy moments can be caught on camera because they literally happen every day, I'm gonna just tell you some of the stories sometimes because literally every day is a struggle. I would have to wear a camera on me all the time to capture it all. Like, I'm talking everyday tasks. I'm talking like tripping on air. I'm talking walking into doors, not just glass doors. No, the other day I walked straight into a door, like a regular door. Everything. The other day it took me exactly 1 hour to put a keyring on a chain for my phone. An hour. 1 hour! It's pretty funny because when I make new friends that I don't know me very well yet, I'll be like walking with them, whatever, and I'll like fall because I'm me, and they'll be like, oh my god, what happened? And I'll be like, I'm nothing, I fell. Well, what? On what? What happened? I tripped. Oh, what'd you trip on? Nothing. I have like a 100% rate of burning myself every time I use a lighter. Like statistically, 100% of the time I've used a lighter, I've burned myself on it. And you know, doing theater and stuff, I try to get better at dance, and sometimes I try and do dance and yeah, it doesn't end up very well. The point is, I can't capture all of my humorous moments of being clumsy on camera, so some of these stories I'm just gonna have to tell you. And some of my most priceless clumsy moments happened at camp. That's why I'm wearing braids today, because that was the hairstyle of choice. It's a little homage, if you will. Is that true at all camps, or is that just because my friend Nicole was like bomb at doing braids? So a lot of funny things happened at camp, but there was one that sticks out in particular. Now first let's just like set the scenario. This camp, imagine like if all the cool kids you can think of at your school and all the cool kids from the next door school and the next door school and just your whole region, imagine that they all got together and went to this one same camp. Yeah, that's where I went, and this might come as a shocker to some of you, but I was not a cool kid, no. And where I grew up, a lot of the correlation was between, like, if you were athletic, you were cool. And again, I don't mean to surprise you, but I certainly am not athletic. So that's the scenario. Now here's the thing with camp. Camp was super awesome in a way because it like motivated me to do things I would never otherwise do. Like I just wanted to do everything. I was like, yeah, sign me up for the archery tournament and the tennis tournament, even though I don't know how to do anything. Like, yeah, I just want to win all the prizes and do all the things and try all the things. Like, so it was super cool. Like that's good for like people like me who wouldn't normally do exciting outdoor sportsy things. They gave me a chance to do it, so that was awesome. That's actually why I like making these YouTubes, because I'm thinking of all these like crafts and things that I would never normally do, but I like want to do now because I'm like, oh cool, I'll do it on camera, and if I fail, it'll be super funny. But sometimes you have to know when you can't do things. For example, sailing, which was one of my favorite activities. Mostly because like when we got to go on the big sailboat, we all just got to hang and chat and it would go really fast. It was super cool. But of course, I was like, I'm gonna go pass all the sailing levels. Woo! So I passed the first two of three, and then the last one, the skipper, the prestigious skipper. One of the requirements was that you had to sail one of those tiny little sailboats by yourself on the lake. Like, it wasn't a boat like that where you sit on the inside. Like it was like, how am I trying to explain this? You were sitting basically on a ledge that dipped in and came out. So like the inside was really just where your feet went, where the paddle went, all that. Like you were on the outside and the boom would come down to like here and just whack you. So I had to go in one of those little tiny ones by myself. So I was doing that part of my test, and this was right before swim, and swim is required, like they're super hardcore about swim at my camp, so like every single day at the same time you have swim twice a day. Point is, this was 4th period, swim was 5th period, so I was like, alright, cool, I'm gonna do this, it's gonna be great, I'm terrified, but I'm gonna try it, whatever. So I go out in the sailboat by my lonesome, and everyone should also know that I think I was like 14. Like, this was not like, oh, poor Nikki, she was a little kid. She was like a tiny 9-year-old trying to do something cool. No, I was like, I should have been able to like figure some stuff out by this point. So I went out in the lake by myself, and I kid you not, people, there was no wind. There was no wind. No wind. Maybe like a little getting out there, but then as it started to get to the end of the period, nothing. So I am trying, oh my god, trying so hard to just catch every little gust to get back. I'm steering this thing, trying to like, and I'm like, oh my god, and it's like really close to the end of the period, and that's like, like, you gotta be on time for swim. I was like frantic, I was like, what am I gonna do? And I was like, okay, I just gotta bust out the paddle. I gotta bust out the paddle, and I'm gonna just paddle back. And so I got the paddle, I started to paddle, and I dropped the paddle in the water. And of course, that was like the one moment a gust of wind came, because I sailed away from that paddle and I was stuck. So I'm trying to like steer it so it makes a motion. Ew, gross. And it's like not happening. And then swim starts to start. I hear the swim whistles and I'm like, oh my god. You don't understand, like this is still like, again, this is like kind of a preppy camp, so everyone's very like, you know, does things on time, gets to their activities, and like swim is required, like you're not late for swim. And I'm out in the frickin' lake and I'm like, and I can't like, no one's near me, I don't know what to do. Eventually, I must have passed someone, like, yo, help me, counselors, campers, someone. And so they had to get someone like, I don't know, on a kayak or something to pull me back to shore. And meanwhile, swim has already started, all the people in my class are together and they're like, where's Nikki? Where's Nikki? What's going on? And they can see me getting paddled in on the lake by like, you know, the old sailing counselor, just like, so, and I come and I'm like getting my stuff together, running to the other side of the lake to get a swim, and I get there and I like go, I'm like, where's the class? Where's my class? And I get to the raft that my class is on and I'm just like, hey, yeah, I'm here, oops. And I'm like the type of person, especially when I was a teenager, like, if you think I'm awkward now, like, no, I was even worse. I'm not the shy awkward, I'm like the like overcompensate awkward. So I'd just be like, ha ha, guess I got stuck out there, huh? Yeah, that was funny, wasn't it? Let's keep talking about it, It was terrible. It was terrible. So needless to say, I did not pass my skipper. Yeah, so that was that. Oh, here's a fun story. This is not clumsy, this is just socially, no. So I'm just gonna start off with a punchline. I like peed my pants one time at camp. And this is not when I was a child. I mean, I was a child, but I was a big child. I think I was like 11. Not like, aw, little 4-year-old, poor little thing. No. I was like 11 or 12. I had to pee real bad, and I peed myself. But here's the kicker of the story. I could have gotten away with it, but not me, no. So I was in my bathing suit, outside. I was running to the bathroom, and as I was running, just peed right outside the bathroom. Outdoors though, okay? Nobody saw, but I was like, oh my god, what do I do? I'm freaking out. I could have left, I could have been like, whoop, Okay, no one saw that, bye. I'm calling for counselors. Someone help, I just peed my pants. Someone help me. Asking all the counselors, including the like teenage boy counselors who are like, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I realized I think like maybe like 20 minutes later, I was like, I really could have just gotten away with that. I don't know, I guess I felt like I was dirty or I had done something wrong or like I needed an adult or I needed to tell someone so I could like rinse off in the lake. I don't know, but like totally could have gotten away with it. No one was there and I was calling for help, being like, yo, people, I peed my pants. What do I do? So yeah, that was cool. Everyone was like getting their camp romance on and I was like, why doesn't anyone wanna hold hands with me? So I was just all around like not great at camp, but I was there from the time I was 7 and then I worked there until I was, I believe, 19. I loved that camp. It was awesome. It like taught me how to swim. I was afraid of the water and then I ended up leaving, you know, being able to do like a pike dive sort of. I think they kind of like let me get an extra pass on that after being in the same level for like ever. It was super awesome, and this is in no way a poor reflection of the camp. In fact, it's a good one, but it is funny because it was definitely a lot of preppy, athletic, cool, popular kids. And then there was me. So that was magical. So that's the tale. There's many tales, but mostly the tale of how I got stuck on a lake. And yeah, and I'm sorry that I didn't do something super cool for this video this week, but I have been super busy, job interviews and working and etc. So I'm trying to get at least something out. So yes, have a magical day and bye.